All right, Oscar, so here's the first swing today, and you've been hooking it too much for the last few days. You see you're underneath the plane line there with that iron on our right, and then way above it with the club head over there on our right. And again, you've gotten that ball too far back in your stance a little bit too. And so with the driver, saw the same thing there. Kind of overcorrected from what we saw a couple weeks ago. You're too much underneath the plane. I think you might even see this ball hook even in the air. You see it right there? Actually, see this one hooking in the air. It's so obvious. So now, oh yeah, and then the legs look quite good, buddy. That's part of the reason you're probably hooking it too. There's those legs are firming up nicely. That helps crack the whip and close the face better. So that's nice. But then it was kind of neat when you did that drill. Okay, to just go by your feels more so than correcting it with the video facts. I wanted you to just correct it more with the facts of your feel in the ball flight. And so as you were hitting slices, intentional slices over here on the left, you see how the club head was more above it, and the ball flights indicated, you know, you were slicing it. It was starting a little more left. And on the right there is more where you want it for your normal good straight draw. And then right there, when that club first shows up, on the straight shot is where you want it as opposed to the slice. So, and again, see, rather than going by the video at this time of the year in the middle of your competitive season, it's quite often, not always, but quite often kind of better to just access your feels and feel both sides of the continuum so you can find the happy medium. All right? And then in your practice, do some of that same stuff. You know, kind of alter that and find the happy medium. All right? All right, buddy, we'll stop there.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlands. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment, and then we have the face-on camera angle also, and then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment, and we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn at a certain field in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said, and it enables us to see some ball flight. And then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, then we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.